Hi, I'm a Sand Recap, and this is a movie to get. Beast 2022. A massive rogue lion stalks a father and his two teenage daughters, determined to demonstrate that the savannah only has one apex predator.
You can't have this.
You definitely can't.
Wait, you're not going out there, right?
The movie begins in a forest in an African reserve. With guns and torchlights, a group of poachers are quietly moving through the forest. They are going after lions. A dead zebra is being eaten by a group of lions. When the poachers see them, they begin to fire. They attempt to flee, but the majority are dead. The poachers use their truck to transport the bodies and loads. They suddenly hear a beast growl. It belongs to a group of male lions. It appears so ferocious and enraged. The lion pursues the poachers one by one as they attempt to kill it. It brutally kills them by tearing their skin from the bones. In the following scene of a doctor called Nate Samuels and his teenage daughters Mare and Nora are traveling to Africa on vacation. Recently, Nate's wife died. He is taking his daughters to the African village where his wife was born. When they arrive, Nate inquires about Africa with the girls. It's said to be too hot here. They wait for their ride at a tea shop. Martin, Nate's friend, arrives there and takes them to the village where Nate's wife lives. Mare and Nora go to Martin's house because they are overjoyed to see the village. Martin is living alone because his girlfriend broke up with him recently. The house looks nice, if a little dusty. Mare remarks that her mother's pictures, which are hung on the wall, are beautiful. It was amazing to see a picture of her standing under a tree. It was a huge hit with Nora and Mare. Mare also enjoys taking pictures. Martin sees it from her. Martin regards her highly. Nate says it's lovely. Mare says that Nate has never praised her before as she looks at him. Nate is hesitant to look at her face. Mare is enraged at Nate because he is not with her and Nora when her mother passes away. She believes that he was the one who caused her death. Nate planned this trip because he wants to get back in touch with Mare. Martin calls Banji, a co-worker, over the radio the following morning to invite him to the valley near the old schoolhouse. Nate accompanied Mare and Nora as they got ready. Martin declares that he will take them on a VIP tour within the restricted area to view amazing wild animals. Mare and Nora appear overjoyed. They travel to the forest in a car. They had numerous amusing conversations as they traveled. Mare takes a lot of pictures as they see a lot of wild animals. They finally made it to the valley, where they met Banji. In case of an emergency, Banji is preparing a tranquilizer rifle. They see a pack of lions circling some rocks there. According to Banji, Martin saved these lions when they were just cubs and raised them until that day. They are so thrilled to see Mare and Nora. According to Martin, lions live in groups, with female lions hunting and male lions protecting their family. Nora inquires about who should be protected. According to Martin, the male lions guard their family against other lions and other predators. According to him, each family of lions has its own territory, and male lions will fight to the death to defend their territory and family from any other lion that attempts to enter it. Martin approaches the lions. Mare and Nora became uneasy when they saw this. According to Banji, the lions will be kind to him. Two male lions, as he stated, approached Martin and played with him. Martin had a great time playing with them. Martin realizes that poachers may have attacked the lions last night when he notices a wound in a female lion's paw. He advises Banji to hire a veterinarian. Nate inquires about the event. Martin leads them to a nearby village and declares that they are poachers. Nate inquires as they travel as to why they are hunting lions. Martin refers to its teeth and bones. Martin is asked by Nora if he is also an anti-poacher after she mentions that she read online that anti-poachers kill poachers. Martin claims that he is only trying to safeguard the animals until they reach the village. Martin is shocked to see that everyone in the village has died. The entire area is covered in blood, and every person has numerous body wounds and scars. Nate goes inside with Martin to see if anyone is still alive after asking the girls to wait outside. They are all dead. Martin asserts that since the blood is still fresh, the lion that killed them all must still be present. When Nate goes outside, he finds Nora gone. He inquires about Nora and Mare. Mare claims to have just arrived. They both yell her name, but Nora does not respond. Tension builds. They finally hear Nora scream as they both look everywhere for her. When Nate rushes there, he discovers that Nora was afraid to see a dead girl. They all get into the car after he comforts her. Martin drives the car and asks for assistance over the radio, but no one on the other side responds. They suddenly see a villager in the road who is bleeding. Martin pulls over to inquire about the incident. He learns about the lion from the man. Nate tries to save the man and asks the girls to stay in the car. With a gun, Martin looks for the lion deep within the forest. When he gets close to a stream, he hears the animal growl. It is the wild lion. He is injured as it leaps over. Nate tries to treat the man with his medicine on the side of the road, but he dies. Martin tries to shoot the lion in the forest. The girls get scared when they hear the sound. Nate discovers the lion when he enters the forest to investigate the incident. Nate dashes toward the vehicle, enters, and locks the door. He runs after the lion, which hits the car. The lion is unable to break the door because the car is well built with steel rods, but it does break the window panes and jumps over the roof. Fearful, Mare and Nora are yelling. Nate instructs them to remain calm. The lion comes down, jumps toward the window, and uses its forelimbs to grab Nate's leg. Nate tries to kick the lion with the animal's second leg, but the lion starts to drag him outside. Mare cranks the engine and accelerates. The lion flees from Nate's leg after Nate kicks it in the face. Mare crashes into a tree as she accelerates close to a slope. The car comes to a stop when the engine fails. Nate offers them comfort and tries to get the car started, but it won't start. They are, according to Nora, trapped. They will be found, according to Nate. Through the walkie-talkie, they heard Martin's voice suddenly. Martin says his legs are not doing so great and finds out if the young ladies are protected. Nate inquires about saving him. Nate is asked to remain safe inside the vehicle after Martin declares that he will die. Martin asks him to stop bleeding and says he can't leave him. He asks him to heat his knife with the lighter and stick it in the wound to stop the bleeding and close the artery. Martin followed suit and screamed in agony. He screams, and Nate and the girls hear it. Nate claims that they will save him and that they are close to him. Martin suddenly spots the lion in front of him. He claims that he will die. Mare claims that the tranquilizer rifle can render the lion unconscious. Martin is requested to wait as Nate accepts. Martin informs them that the lion has left him and requests that they remain safe inside the vehicle. Using the rifle's scope, Nate searches for the lion on the roof. The lion suddenly appears above the girls, walking majestically on a rock. Mare emerges from the building and dashes toward Martin to save him. Nate made an unsuccessful attempt to shoot the lion. Over him, the lion leaps. The lion tries to grab him as he falls. Nate dives beneath the vehicle. Nate was putting in a lot of effort to stay alive as the lion attacked from all directions and tried to get under the car. Sitting in the car, Nora is screaming out of fear. Mare approaches Martin. She holds him on her shoulder and uses a stick to help him walk. Nate is still being viciously attacked by the lion. Nora injects the lion's ass with a tranquilizer that she got from the box. The lion slowly falls unconscious and then vanishes. Martin and Mare arrive there and inquire about the lion. According to Nate, Nora punched him in the stomach. Martin's wound was closed by Nate. Martin asserts that the lion will return after the tranquilizer wears off in a few hours. Mare uses the radio to try to get in touch with other people at night, but no one responds. Nate guarantees their safety. Mare gets into a fight with him after claiming that he didn't even save her mother. Nora commands them to halt. Martin awoke. Nate gives him water and inquires about the lion's actions. Martin says that because the lion keeps killing people and doesn't eat them, it might be looking for the poachers who killed its group. A truck carrying some poachers suddenly showed up there. They are asked to give them a ride outside by Nate. When they see Martin, they yell that he is against poaching. They get mad, try to kill Martin, and then they drag Nora out of the car. The lion suddenly leaps over the poachers and begins to ruthlessly pursue them one by one. They attempted to kill the lion, but it killed them by tearing through their flesh. Martin goes to take the keys to the truck from the poachers and asks the girls to stay inside. He goes through each body one by one, looking for the keys. He climbs a tree after hearing the lion's hissing. The lion enters the tree below. Nate throws a snake at the lion after grabbing one from the tree. The lion loses interest and leaves. Nate uncovers the keys. However, the lion moves on and attacks the vehicle. It enters by breaking a door. Martin commands the girls to leave while grabbing the lion. Out with the girls. The car follows Martin and the lion down the slope. The lion suffers greatly. Despite its exhaustion, it continues to hunt. Martin is confined to the vehicle. Fuel leaks from the vehicle. When the lion enters the vehicle, Martin uses his lighter to light up the car and says, "I'm sorry, boy." The car explodes. Nate makes it to Mare and Nora. Mare suffered a stomach injury. Nate goes to see Martin after tying it with his shirt. Martin has passed away, but there is no lion. Nate rushes to the old schoolhouse with Mare and Nora in the truck shortly after sunrise. They come across the group of lions with which Martin played as they move. When they reach the location, Mare is taken inside by Nate to receive wound care. Nora is with them. Nate goes in search of water after treating Mare's wound and asks Nora to take care of her. The Rouge lion suddenly appears there. Mare and Nora spot the lion and run away from it. They screamed in fear as the lion approached them. Nate rushes toward them when he hears it. He kills the lion with a gun, tells them to stay safe in a room, and then goes outside to fight it with a knife. He's chased by the lion. He chases after the pack of lions after luring the lion outside the building. Nate is bitten all over his body as the rogue lion leaps over him. Nate fights the knife as he tries to defend himself. The two male lions go there to fight the rogue lion because the rogue lion entered their territory. They defeated the rogue lion in a bloody struggle. Nate experiences a dream about his wife and faints. He is taken to a hospital by Banji when he arrives. Nate awakens after a few hours. Mare and Nora are seated near him and offering him comfort. Nate boasts of his undying affection for them. They went to the tree where Nate's wife took a picture, where they took a group picture, and where the movie ended. Guys, many thanks for watching. Please consider subscribing to our channel if you enjoy this video. I'll see you again in a fascinating movie. Take care in the meantime.